Hello out there, all my crafty friends. I wanted to come on today and, well, this video won't post until after this gets mailed and my swap partner gets it, but we did a swap over at Junk Journal Connections, and we made these little micro minis, and I have a hard time doing small stuff, but this was fun and it was a challenge, and most of it was fairly easy to do. Some of the smaller things like tying, I don't know, some of it was a little bit challenging because I have such big hands and these are so tiny, but I thought I'd just do a little quick flip through. I took some seam binding and I used the Tim Holtz Distress Oxide inks. I think it was Peacock Feather and then the Citron, and mixed it and just dyed the seam binding and let it dry. And the cover is made from a playing card box, and this is from a gift bag that Jessica actually sent me, and I stamped on it and, you know, cut a little piece of it and covered the box. And then this is some, why is it one, my mind goes blank. This is some vintage trim that I bought at my favorite store. And I put one of my little butterflies on here. I just hot glued them on there. And the little brad in there that says happy. I don't know if you can see that. And then this just wraps around. And then you open it up, and this is another little piece of vintage lace that I picked up at my store. I put some little tags in here. This is a recycled tag from a piece of clothing. I just covered it with some Tim Holtz paper. This is just a little tag I had in my stash. Put these back in here. And these are just, I pulled out little bits of things. I keep everything. I don't throw anything away. I'm trying to get better about that because I just can't keep every little piece, but made this a little tuck here. And these are little pieces from a paper collection from like a 6x6 paper pad that I had. These are Simple Stories. And then Tim Holtz, some calligraphy paper, just a little things I had in my stash. Little cluster, little tuck. This flips out. Just some tea stain paper. Put a little paper clip in there. Tuck the little piece of ephemera in there. Just wanted to share real quick. Little Kids Encyclopedia book page. Regular paper. Some tracing paper that I stamped. It says Laugh Out Loud Good Times. This is a thicker Some of My Mixed Media tea-dyed paper that I did, and I've recently gotten a sewing machine, so I did a little bit of stitching. Not much in here, but just a little bit. This is a piece of a silverware bag that you get, and I can't remember the name of the restaurant now. I think it's Chili's. It's Chili's, and I just, you know, I folded a piece of it up and then cut it and made little pockets. And I stuck her some little pieces here and there. A piece of a file folder as the middle of the signature, and then I just tied a little vintage button. And stuck some stuff in the other side of the pocket. Another little cluster. Kept it pretty simple. This is a little tuck, and these are little things stuck in there. They don't want to stay in. Little Tim Holtz bird. This flips back out. These are another little pieces from that little pad that I had, and you know, she can write on the back of them. I'm fumble fingers today. a little flower piece I had in my stash. This is a great way though. It was very challenging. I don't know what that is. It was very challenging to me, but it's a great way to really use up little bits and pieces of things that you have laying around. You know, most of the time, I think most of us could just pull from the stuff we have on our desk and just make these little books, little cluster, tuck spot. And this is an index card, a piece of an index card. Another little flip out. I'm having a hard time doing this. Oh, this is, I made this a little tuck spot. This was a little girl I had printed. I think I found her on Pinterest, and isn't she just precious? Y'all know I have this thing about kids' books and stuff like that. And then I had this little card that said sweet, and it was in a tray on my desk, you know, working on some other stuff, and I stitched around and put her in there. And then this is just a little flower. I think these are from Maggie Holmes' little flower embellishments that I bought a long time ago. And this is actually one of the little Rolodex cards. I've been cleaning out my office too, so I've come across quite a few things. Here's another one of those little bags. I stuck her some pieces in there. This is a Graphics Fairy image. And this piece of paper was some I had in my stash, just some, when I was playing around with those inks, with Tim Holtz oxide inks when I first got them. And this was another little piece that I had. I just made a little pocket, stuck some little things there, put a tiny paper clip. This is just a little tag. I'll put a little bitty cluster on there. And it says inspiration in here. I don't know if you can see this. And then another one of my little favorite. I love these little silver flower buttons. I thought it turned out really cute. I just stuck with most of these little things are little bits and pieces of Tim Holtz stuff that I have on my desk in my little tray. Now this came from a vintage piece of a lace that I bought at my favorite store, and it almost looked like somebody had started several strips of it to make a tablecloth or something like that, but it was all flowers, and then in between the flowers were these little things. They look like little suns. So I stuck one of those in here. Treasure. And then I tried my hand at the little curly, oh, I'm so out of frame, at the little curly paper clip that Tracy Fox did. These are so cool. And I've got natural sun this morning, so we've got shadows on here, I'm sorry. And then I stuck her a little mermaid in my stash. But I'm gonna do more of these because they really, it just adds that extra little touch. They're really cute. And it looks so pretty. It looks so much better than just a regular paper clip. And these are just some little stickers I had. And I did sign my name. And then there's another little pocket in the back with another little clothing tag that I had saved and just added some paper on it. And that's it. But I thought I wanted to at least make a video and share it with you guys. This was a challenge for me. It was fun. And look, this is not gonna sit. She's gonna have to keep it tied up. She can pull some of the stuff out, but yeah, I can't do little tiny, and I love chunky stuff too. I struggle even with the bigger albums, the bigger journals, not getting it too chunky, but she's a little chunky monkey. And then I'm gonna send her a little bag full of extra little goodies too. But this was fun, and I wanted to share. I hope everybody's having a great day, and love you guys. And I have some other things coming up. Well, I might post that before I even post this video, so I won't tell you all about that right now. Anyway, I hope everybody's having a great day. See you soon. Bye.